One Zambia, one nation. Thank you so much for joining us on this bulletin of Zanis News. To present it, I'm Michelo Lubinda. The headlines. 3 million set aside for youth empowerment. Mining firm embarks on construction of multi-million Kwacha Road. 1,200 people benefit from Zambia Flying Doctors services. Plus, Christians celebrate Pentecostal Sunday. We begin Zanis News with an item from Eastern Province. Motorcycles have become a key mode of public transport in Eastern Province, taking over from bicycles and minibuses. Government has set aside 3 million to kickstart the empowering of youths in Eastern Province with motorcycles. Eastern Province Permanent Secretary Paul Tole says 120 youths will initially benefit from the empowerment program before it is expanded to benefit more youths. Take a look at this report by Abigail Kashweka.
Owning a motorcycle in Eastern Province is proving to be profitable, as it is currently standing out as a preferred form of public transport. In Chipata district, for instance, one could jump on a motorcycle at almost every corner. And at the core of this business are youths who in most cases are only hired. To empower these young people, government has introduced a program to empower youths in the province with motorcycles.
The amount which has been allocated is 3 million, which will be able to give us about 120 motorbikes. They're giving them a physical asset, which was servicing the public, the general public, and that would guarantee market, and that would guarantee a return, and that return can be recycled. So basically the concept was to empower our youths with the motorbike, let them repay back over a stretched period, a payment period of 10 months or so.
This announcement has been welcomed by youths.
Drama zakuti kule Honda nilibe. So boma yatiganizira ngawo kuti ithandize ku Honda then zambo libya wako ngono. Then muna kan drama kangaitenga kula kuti ngambothandiza banja kunyumba.
Isebenza ntchito ya Honda si Honda siyanga ni ya bwana wanga. So nangomvera chapo kuti kuli empowerment ya Honda yo evita ilandira nganoti isentokondwera maybe nice tingapezekeko na yatu Honda.
Meanwhile, stemming from increased road traffic accidents involving motorcycle riders, safety measures have been put in place.
Motorbikes which will be rolling out to ensure that they are law compliant in all aspects. They must have a provisional driving license. They already have a motorbike which is already registered, insured, 2 helmets, and we will ensure that an induction or a reminder by RATSA will be given to them at the time of issuing these motorbikes or giving these motorbikes out.
Currently, district administration offices are open to receiving application letters from eligible youths. Abigail Kashweka reporting for Zanis.
In Northern Province, the construction of various CDF-funded projects in Mwiluzi and Chela wards in Senga Hill has reached an advanced stage. Director of Works at Senga Hill Town Council Kalengwa Kasote says 1.4 million has been spent on the projects, which are expected to be handed over to government in June this year. Namusokwe Wembia has filed in this report.
The Constituency Development Fund, CDF, has continued to have a positive impact on the lives of many Zambians. In Senga Hill District, the local authority has used the funds to construct various community projects such as classroom blocks, staff houses, and health facilities. The impact of funds is evidenced by these testimonies from beneficiaries.
We are really thankful to the government for this project. because with the coming of these projects, I think many teachers will be accommodated and it will enhance development in our communities.
As it is now, they are very happy. Every day we are receiving new learners. The children were using the stones and bricks, but this time we are very comfortable.
And Mwiluzi acting deputy head teacher Jerome Wangwa appealed for more desks.
Mwiluzi Primary School has enrolled 876 pupils. It's just my appeal to the government that if they can give us at least 40 or 50 desks, it will help these children who are sitting down on the floor.
Meanwhile, Director of Works at Senga Hill Town Council Kachingwa Skasote sheds more light on some of the projects being implemented.
The total contract sum of the one at Mwiluzi is 378 and the one at Korosa is 372. Then we have also inspected works at Mukatula where the contractor has done 95%. What is just remaining is just grazing and painting. Then we have also inspected the rehabilitation or completion of 1x2 CRB at Mwiluzi Primary School. The contractor is remaining with painting and grazing. In the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks, all these projects will be completed.
Zanis in Senga Hill, Namsokwe Bwembia.
On the Copper Belt province, government has commended Grizzly Mine Company for embarking on the construction of a 28 kilometers Lufwanyama-Kitwe road at a cost of over 3 million kwacha. Lufwanyama District Commissioner Justin Mwalikwa praised the mining company for the project after he and other district officials visited the construction site. Agrippa Silumbwe has more in this report.
This is a 28 kilometers gravel road in Lufwanyama under construction, leading to Kitwe district via Luangwa area. The project also includes the construction of a 400 meters long bridge across the Kafubu River. Government officials have visited the site to appreciate the works being executed by Grizzly Mine Company through its corporate social responsibility program.
I would say with job-wise, we've gone about 85 to 90%. Yeah, that's what we've gone in. I think the second week of next month, yeah, I think this project will be done. Then we'll start from Sandawana to Shombe, Luangwa. It's part of our corporate social responsibility. It is.
We had numerous requests from your office that we should come in and help to build those bridges. We were trying to come in and also to build that bridge. That was the most dangerous crossing point in the area where people were getting caught by crocodiles.
This positive action by the emerald extractive firm has excited government.
We really appreciate what you people have done for us, for our people here. And this bridge which you're just doing now, I think is the most critical one. Because it will help our people to get their livelihood, to make their life easy.
So to close your doors, we'll be coming in more and more engagements to lobby. We are here to develop the district together. So we have partners like you that are also looking in direction and the dimensions of our responsibilities.
Once completed, the road will provide a shortcut from Lufwanyama's restricted emerald mine area to Kitwe district. Reporting, I'm Agrippa Silumbwe.
Traditional leaders in Ikelenge district, northwestern province, have complained of lack of progress in opening up the border town to development. The chiefs in the area are not happy with the slow pace at which infrastructure development is taking place in Ikelenge district. Victor Mwila now reports.
Ikelenge district in northwestern province sits on one of Zambia's potential shortest links to sea transport through the Lobito corridor in Angola. But since becoming a district 13 years ago, Ikelenge still lacks basic infrastructure to support effective delivery of government services. Some of the projects initiated in 2015 are still on foundation level, others at different stages of completion, but with no activity for the past 8 years. Ikelenge District Commissioner Andrew Mpiakula is taking stock of delayed government projects in the area.
We just hope that will be remembered as the Ikeleng district, because this is a new district, and for us to at least see development around here, we need to see this infrastructure at least getting to a level that maybe people can be able to use them.
Traditional leadership in Ikeleng is appealing to the government to urgently resolve the bottlenecks that have led to some projects delaying for as long as 8 years.
Think of it. It was Rupiah Banda. Now see how far we have got. No offices, no houses. There are some offices which are not complete.
Iboma twinkeli mu 2010. Yana ushikamunu mu 2023.
From 2010, when Ikeleng became a district to date, we still do not have the right infrastructure to support government service delivery. We are appealing to the President to intervene in this matter.
District hospital, kosi twetuku. Dichina kulomba kukudi akashinga mpata wetu, ichile mahaka inde, netukwa mutushiruku mana, mutushiruku ingovu.
Victor Mwila for Zanis in Ikeleng, Northwestern Province.
We take a break. Stay tuned.
For news and current affairs, entertainment, sports, children's programs, and a host of other events in and beyond our borders, Zanis TV has you covered. On Channel 6 and Channel 458 on Topstar. Zambia will next month host the 22nd Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa Summit for the heads of state and government at the Munungushi International Conference Center, Kenneth Kaunda Wing. The summit will take place from the 6th to the 8th of June 2023. The theme of the summit is Economic Integration for a Thriving COMESA, anchored on green investment, value addition, and tourism. Over 3,000 delegates from the COMESA member states and beyond are expected to attend the COMESA Summit in Lusaka. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Information and Media.
Welcome back. Chikankata District Commissioner Timothy Chimpolyonga has expressed concern at the state of drainage system at Nega Government Complex as it threatens to create damage to the new Chikankata Township. The District Commissioner wants an immediate and lasting solution found before the onset of the rain season to avert disasters. Here is a report.
This is the 5-kilometer drainage constructed right behind Nega Government Complex. This drainage has been growing every rainy season, threatening this government infrastructure. Chikankata District Commissioner Timothy Chimpolyonga is concerned and wants something to be done.
What was allocated last time was just a footbridge, but we had agreed with the council secretary that when we asked for usage of that CDF money, DNMU money sitting in the council account, we had looked at 3 issues. One, the first one was to do spot graveling on Chikankata Road. The second one was to look at the speed humps along Livingstone Road where many deaths have been recorded. Then the third one was to look at the drainage. There's this drainage which is posing a threat now, and if the council is not going to work with other stakeholders, then it will be disaster. The next 2 years will be something that we'll not talk about. So we had asked the council to say, let the monies go towards those 3 projects. But then, unfortunately, what came out was that on the drainage, what was suggested or what was passed through was that they will only do a footbridge.
The dangerous state of the drainage has also attracted public outcry.
kuchinkira kama kumbwa kuti kulegera mbwena kubikabo mabridges otu tagu wonso kwakuba hi mulonga chakukomera jabuya amulange mbochibete kali kaboka holoka onto this time it's just too big chipati maningi stereka Chintu chirango kuzwa kuno ku market paka ku farm ya mugwa paka mutala kwa mujisi. So and at least tumapirija katukana 10 so
This beauty of this government complex remains under threat if this drainage is not worked on before the next rainy season. Zanis reports in Kankata district of Southern Province.
Over 1,200 people in Kalumbila district of Northwestern Province have received free healthcare services from the Zambia Flying Doctors Service. Among the services residents have accessed include eye screening, dental and general medical examination. Muiche Chipoya has the details.
Chief Mumena of the Kaunde people of Kalumbila district has praised the Zambia Flying Doctor Service for providing various health services in the chiefdom. The traditional leader has since appealed to the government to procure another plane to enhance on service delivery.
Zambia Flying Doctor Service. It is a good initiative that government has brought back that service. It is a service that we've received with both hands, particularly on the rural communities. So we need those airstrips renovated so that they don't just land in Solwezi. They must be able to land wherever we had those installations.
And Zambia Flying Doctor Service delegation leader has explained the aim of the mission.
The turnout has been great because of this. All these places, the catchment area target was about 21,000, and so far we've attended to almost 1,000 cases. The services we're giving includes general screening, dental services, eye services, pharmacy, then we've also got lab. So we are supplementing government efforts in providing quality health care even in the hard-to-reach areas.
The residents are happy with the services.
Flying doctor I want to confirm that Flying Doctor was even here yesterday. And they were able to help me with the dental problem. Extracted my teeth.
And Parliamentary Committee on Health Chairperson Christopher Kalila has assured the residents that their concerns on provision health care will be addressed.
I've taken all the views that our people have interacted with us. We are going to discuss these things with our friends, other MPs and the ministers.
Reporting for Zanis News, I'm Muiche Chipoya in Kalumbila District, Northwestern Province.
And in Southern Province, the Parliamentary Committee on Cabinet Affairs has asked the provincial administration in the province to help implement the monitoring and evaluation policy to alleviate inertia in the execution of government projects. Committee Chairperson Andrew Lubusha says in the past, government has been losing a lot of money paying contractors who in most cases abandon the projects without completing them. Mike Mkombwe has the details.
Many are the times that government projects, especially construction ones, are left incomplete or abandoned, with contractors going away with full payments in some cases. This has been attributed to lack of monitoring and evaluation, hence the formulation of the monitoring and evaluation policy by government. The Parliamentary Committee on Cabinet Affairs is in Southern Province to check on the implementation of the policy.
If we improve on monitoring and evaluation, we are simply helping government to save money. You agree with me that in the past we used to experience situations whereby a project was done many years ago and then later on you find that what was stipulated in the contract is not what was done on the ground, but the contractor got full payment. So there are many ways the M&E is going to help government reduce on loss of funds.
Southern Province Permanent Secretary Dr. Namani Monze is happy with the coming of the committee.
It gives us an opportunity to be evaluated, and we are looking forward to the outcome of their tour so that as government executive we can know whether our performance is to the expectations of the people. And as the legislature, I think it's their mandate to ensure that what has been budgeted and planned is being done accordingly.
Mike Munkombwe, Zanis in Choma District, Southern Province.
We take you back to Northwestern Province. Beneficiaries of the Social Cash Transfer Program in Kimakolwe, Shinde and Mumena Chiefdom of Northwestern Province have thanked government for the Social Safety Net program. The residents note that the improved social protection program will significantly help break the poverty cycle and foster productivity in Zambia. Details in the following report.
These are the beneficiaries of the social cash transfer. The beneficiaries have praised government for the social protection programs. However, some beneficiaries have appealed to the government for an increase in the social cash transfer budgetary allocation for maximum impact.
I appreciate the government of the Republic of Zambia to give me this opportunity to be getting money every month as aged person. We are able to survive because of the money which is coming from government. We are able to use the same money to survive, to buy food. Because as aged, I cannot go in the field and work for myself. No, it's not possible. I've managed to grow 2 limas of maize using the same money.
Asante mwane kwa bukwasho baba tubo tunakutambwira unakuitukwa mwane ke twayukire pona mutukafika pone kubya iwe mtu.
We really appreciate the government of the Republic of Zambia. Our request is that if the amount can be increased a bit so that we can be able to buy a bag of fertilizer.
Chief Mumena of Kalumbila District says the social cash transfer is a good initiative that has brought positive impact among communities.
Social cash transfer, indeed we've seen many that have benefited from it. They say half a piece of bread is better than none. Yes. It is a good program. The social cash transfer is a lifesaver, particularly for the elderly of our society.
Reporting for Zanis News, I'm Wiche Chipoya in Kalumbila District, Northwestern Province.
Back to the Copperbelt Province, where Provincial Minister Elisha Matambo says government will continue to strengthen ties between Eritrea and Zambia in order to enhance economic growth and benefits between the two countries. Speaking in Dola, Mr. Matambo observes that Eritreans are hardworking people who continue to contribute to the growth of the Zambian economy through various business ventures. Details in the following report.
A toast has been made and cake has been cut to celebrate 32 years of independence. These are the Eritreans that left their country and have settled in Zambia for economic prosperity and political freedom. Copperbelt Province Minister Elisha Matambo and other Zambians joined the Eritrean residents in celebrating their independence.
I invite the Eritrean government and citizens to join us in all efforts to develop Africa, promote peace, and enhance security. This is a community of hard-working people who continue to contribute to the growth of the Zambian economy through businesses, ventures, in the various economic sectors such as transport, hospitality, and construction, among others.
Government has reaffirmed its commitment in strengthening ties between the two countries.
The Zambian government and our people pledge and reaffirm our commitment to being a shining beacon of peace in championing the realization of a peaceful and ultimately prosperous Africa.
The Eritreans have thanked Zambians for their hospitality.
In Zambia, we, the Eritrean community, have found a second home. We have found a place that has provided us with good economic opportunity and social life.
Nelly Botta reporting for Zanis in Dola.
Still ahead in the news, Christians celebrate Pentecostal Sunday. We take a break.
For news and current affairs, entertainment, sports, children's programs, and a host of other events in and beyond our borders, Zanis TV has you covered. On Channel 6 and Channel 458 on Topstar. Zambia will next month host the 22nd Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa Summit for the heads of state and government at the Munungushi International Conference Center, Kenneth Kaunda Wing. The summit will take place from the 6th to the 8th of June 2023. The theme of the summit is Economic Integration for a Thriving COMESA, anchored on green investment, value addition, and tourism. Over 3,000 delegates from the COMESA member states and beyond are expected to attend the COMESA Summit in Lusaka. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Information and Media.
Welcome back. Christians from different denominations across the country today joined other believers across the globe in observing Pentecostal Sunday. Pentecostal Sunday is one of the most important festivals in the religious calendar of both Catholic Church and some Pentecostal churches' religious calendar. A Zanis crew visited some selected churches in Chirundu District, Southern Province, and filed in this report.
Christians from different denominations in Chirundu District of Southern Province today joined other believers across the globe in observing Pentecost Sunday. Pentecost Sunday is one of the most important festivals in both Catholic Church and some Pentecostal churches' religious calendar. Pentecost comes from a Greek word, Pentekoste, meaning 50th day. Pentecost Sunday is also referred to as the birthday of the church since 33 AD. For Chirundu District's St. Mary Queen of Peace Parish Assistant Priest, this day should be of great significance to Zambians to embrace diversity and love in promoting peace in Zambia.
The feast we are celebrating today is supposed to show what we are celebrating in us as Christians. So Pentecost Sunday brings one thing, the birth of the church that is united with one language, but different peoples. And that one language is the language of Christ. It's not Lozi, it's not Tonga, it's not Bemba, it's not Ruvale, it's not Tumbuka, but the language of Christ unites us.
On Pentecost, the Holy Spirit came down visibly on the apostles as God gave them the power to speak in strange tongues to the crowds that came to Jerusalem for that feast.
But this is Pentecostal Sunday. We give all the room to the operation of the Holy Spirit. If you are baptized in the Holy Spirit and you speak in tongues, we appreciate that you speak in tongues. If you are not baptized in the Holy Spirit, speak to the Spirit of the Lord and say, baptize me where I am in this service. Touch me where I am in this service. I don't want to be this.
And Salvation Army, Zambia Territory Chirundu Citadel Captain Victor Mwinga said Pentecostal Sunday marks the day when the Holy Spirit descended upon the apostles who had been living in fear for 50 days following the resurrection of Jesus Christ on Easter Sunday.
The Spirit of God came among the believers who were present, who were promised, who were told not to move away from Jerusalem. The whole reason why it was for the believers to go and preach the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ to all nations worldwide.
Zanis reports in Chirundu District, Southern Province.
Back to Northwestern Province, Chief Mumena of the Kaonde people is saddened at the demise of Senior Chief Mukumbi Iwaloli, the 15th, who died on 22nd May 2023. Conveying his message of condolences, Chief Mumena said the late Chief Mukumbi will be remembered for diligently working for the people. Chief Mumena has since urged other traditional leaders to emulate the selfless service of the late chief. Hamaite Hachilonde has more in the following report.
All was set for Kufukira traditional ceremony in all the Kaunde people of Mukumbi area in Kalumbira district. The ceremony, which was scheduled for 27th May 2023, was cancelled following the death of Senior Chief Mukumbi, who died few days before the event. Chief Mumena of the Kaunde people has urged other traditional leaders to emulate the good leadership style of later Senior Chief Mukumbi, who died at the age of 91.
We have many things to learn from Senior Chief Mukumbi Baron. I think he has run the race, he has done his part. It's up to us to emulate him also. We shall remember him very, very meaningfully and vividly. And I wish the Mukumbi Chiefdom peace during this time of the celebration of the life of a stalwart.
Some members of parliament who are in the province on a tour of duty have visited the palace to mourn with the family.
We pray to the Almighty God to strengthen the family, especially to our aunties here, the widows, put all their strength in the Almighty God.
Solwezi West Member of Parliament Nicholas Mukumbi, who is also Senior Chief Mukumbi's son, remembers his father.
What a loss. This man was full of knowledge, full of experiences. One day I asked him, how do you manage? He said, well, you don't manage public affairs alone. You need to assemble a team. That's how we remember him.
Senior Chief Mukumbi was not only a traditional leader, but once served as ward councillor, governor, and member of parliament for 3 terms under UNIP in Solwezi West constituents, and will be put to rest on 2nd June 2023. Reporting for Zanis in Kalumbira district, Northwestern Province, I'm Hemit Hachilonde.
Back to Southern Province, the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Arts, together with the National Arts Council of Zambia, has embarked on the promotion of music as a career. Christ Embassy Music Film Production has since trained over 50 guidance teachers in Choma with the objective of helping them support the development of music as a career among learners. Details in the following report.
Early marriages and teen pregnancies have remained a leading cause of school dropouts among young girls, especially those in low communities. Drug abuse have also taken its toll. Various stakeholders are now partnering with the Ministry of Education to help fight these negative vices affecting learners by building capacities in teachers to help learners identify their talents while in school. Christ Ambassador Music Film Production, with support from the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Arts and the National Arts Council of Zambia, has organized a music and art career development meeting for teachers in Choma.
We are very happy to have held this workshop, orientation workshop at Dastra Secondary School, Choma, on ending early marriages and child pregnancies, GBV and drug abuse through performing arts in schools. We have just started with Choma District in Southern Province. We are going to be going around all the districts in making sure that as a partner to Ministry of Education, we curb these vices that are leading into early marriages, child pregnancies, GBV, and drug abuse.
Teachers in the district are elated with this initiative.
We have learnt a lot for today's workshop because it will benefit the learners. The moment we bring in something like that will keep the children in school, or maybe their minds busy, they will obviously have their minds turn off from other illegal activities.
Performing arts is a very important component that is seen in every area of our community. So if every child is made to grow with that in mind, with that skill, I think we would be able to give them an opportunity to develop fully.
For the people that may be good in areas such as music,
acting, arts. We encourage them to fully participate and fully develop their skills so that it becomes what supports them throughout their life.
Crest Ambassador Music Film Production wants parents to support the children.
We want parents to encourage their children by identifying the best of ability. Because if I'm a footballer and then my parent recognizes that's my best of ability, a child needs to get that encouragement, needs to get first support from the parent, and then the school comes in to consolidate.
Costa Kimdenda, Zanis, in Choma District, Southern Province.
And finally in the news, Zambia Athletics Association President Elias Mpondela says the corporate world has a huge role to play in the development of athletics in the country. Speaking in Solwezi during the first ever Kansanshi Marathon held at Trident College, Mpondela says athletics champions cannot be produced in the country if big corporations do not support the sport. Zanis reports that the first ever Kansanshi Mine Marathon attracted participants from Kenya, Zimbabwe and South Africa. Prosper Mutwari from South Africa walked away with 42,000 kwacha for emerging winner in the 42 kilometers race, while Lino Muchena from Zimbabwe went away with 26,000 kwacha for coming second. Mpondela pointed out that athletics is second to football in terms of crowd pulling, and that his association is looking forward to forming more partnerships with the corporations in order to use the events to tap talent. Mpondela counseled Zambians who took part in the marathon to train hard so that next time they can emerge winners like Kenyans and Zimbabweans. And speaking during the same occasion, Chief Kabijimpanga stated that he sees a future where Zambia will begin to export athletics who will be taking part in the global events. That item on sports brings us to the end of the news, but before we go, a recap of stories that made headlines. 3 million set aside for youth empowerment. Mining firm embarks on construction of multi-million kwacha road. 1,200 people benefit from Zambia Flying Doctors services. Plus, Christians celebrate Pentecostal Sunday. That's all we could package on this bulletin. On behalf of the entire production team, this has been Michelle Olwinda. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.